Hello and welcome back to Crash Team Racing. I've lowered the volume of the game down a little bit, so hopefully there will be clearer audio for my voice. So hopefully that is a little better than the first episode. Now, last time we left off, we have completed the first section. I am not doing this yet because I suck at these. So I will do that after I've completed kind of the main story, then we'll kind of come back around and do all the crystal collection stuff and the CTR token things, and we'll come around for, that second round on our quest to 100% it. I listened back to my voice too. I sound so uninterested for some reason. I always just sound like I just don't care. Even that's totally not the case. I'm super happy to be playing these games and everything. I sound just like super monotony and like just very uninterested, which, I guess that happens to a lot of people, I guess, when they start, so is what it is. We are attempting to head this way. I think, yes. I need to remember where we're going. Oh, so we're turning this way, right. This is the section that contains Papu's Pyramid. Gotta love that track. We will do Coco Park first, since it's like the simplest of the tracks in this stage. But yeah, I kind of sound like congested. Like I'm just very like in my nose. Which is not how I hear myself out loud. So it's kind of funny to listen back and hear yourself differently. I just sound very like congested, even though I'm not. We screwed up the boost again. Great start. And we'll get that immediately and take out the owner of the track, I guess you could say, since this is Coco's part. But we're gonna, we're gonna knock her out with that, and then attempt to bomb her on our own park, which is both, wait, hold up. No, I was gonna try to get in front of her and nitro crater. That was embarrassing. We didn't scoot over far enough in order to get that crate. We do have 10 Wumpa, so we are going at the quickest speed that this character can go, which is not very fast, but Purah makes up for that in turning, which is the thing I'm worst at. So there you go. It all works out in the end. Try to throw that right in front of Polar. Can we get him? Yeah! We have gotten the bear. Drop that nitro. Lots of bombs in this race. I don't think that's something that's allowed at parks. Just rolling bombs and dropping, nitrous. No! You will not take this from me. I will not lose on Coco Park, of all tracks. Take that, explosive crate. There we go. That was almost a disaster. But we got there. We managed to take that out. The very simple circle. I like that track though. It definitely looks like a park that would be Coco's. You're telling me that now? I feel like they should tell you one of the biggest concepts of the game at the beginning, but I guess it does make sense. I still suck at it, so I guess it really doesn't matter. We're jumping into Tiger Temple. Or I think that's what it's called. And of course, I start out in last place. They couldn't give me the fair treatment. Is it just me? Or does that track look... The track layout just looks extremely inappropriate. You know, it can't only be me that's seen that, right? Like, part of me feels like that has to be intentional. Which, hey, it's, you know, if so, that's funny, but I've always found that a little strange. And even if it is one, that would hurt. Imagine having one shaped like that. Thing is, fits perfectly into a sock. Like, it... I mean, that just looks painful. Anyways. Drop that potion. Although we should throw that potion at this mouth here, because that'll open up into a secret section of the track. It's like a little shortcut. Which is kind of cool. Drop that nitro. Slowly avoid this. I know jumping kind of makes you go faster. I think that's like the method or something, but I haven't fully figured that out. Like that kind of technically makes you go faster, but it's me playing a video game, so it probably won't work as well. Can we get there? I know they can... Nope. Oh, that wasn't even the last lap. I stressed for no reason. Thought we were coming on the last turn. I do like the design of this, though. Aside from losing. That does suck. Let's see if I can... Nah. Oh my god. No, we'll get second. We're gonna lose this, but... Yeah, no. Alright. We lose our first race. That's alright. You can always retry it. Hop right back on the... I'm not gonna say that, but, you know. Hop right back on the track, but I don't particularly want to do that with this particular track. Of course, it would be this track that I would say that about, right? All right, let's make this one a win. That was not a good first race. Let's try to boost some more. How about? There we go. That's better. That's a better turn. Getting these boosts harder than you think. Or maybe that's just for me. Oh, missed the ramp. Lovely. And took that. Every single one of those bumps were taken in the most, like, words have been forgotten. Ignore me. Most inaccurate way, I guess you could say. Okay, Coco. I'll just drive on your head, I guess. Because... Oh, that was risky. Did I even need to do it? I don't think so. I think I already had 10. Okay, that's a better corner. That's better. Okay, we're gonna actually take the shortcut here. There we go. We don't need any of these boxes, but we'll do the thing we should have done after we needed to do it. But we got a significant lead this race. So, there we go. That's better. That is for sure better than the first race. I think the next race is Papu's Pyramid, which, in my opinion, is one of my favorite tracks in the game. I really like the kind of awkward, blocky, circle, or not circle, like the harsh turns of the little pyramid turns corner section. English is hard for me, okay? And it's my first language. And my only language, so. Anyways. We'll jump into this race before I can say anything else awkwardly. But I really do like this track. The section it's like the first section right here where you have, like, it's hard to make in a fluid motion because it's like a square. Oh, okay, I thought that was one more for some reason. Pay attention. Lovely. First thing we do on this track is just blow up a child with a bomb. Unfortunate. Betrayal. Because Pura was Coco's mount on the Great Pyramid. She definitely rode Pura across that, and they definitely look like friends, so don't blow up friends with bombs. Just some life advice. It's not nice. But we must do what we gotta do to save the world, even if that includes our pets turning on us and blowing up our vehicles. It's for the better of humanity, so we don't have to live in a parking lot. Because I completely forgot to play the opening cutscene, and I'm not riding a skateboard, but we'll go ahead and rail grind that anyways, because why not? I do find it kind of cool that you can do that, though. Although it's much more effective to actually make the damn jump instead of missing it, but hey, sometimes you gotta find the positives in things. Oh. Yep. I don't think I've ever actually gotten eaten by one of those. Because it was always, to me, I was like, oh, well, if you don't want to get eaten, don't jump in the freaking soil. Like, pretty easy, but apparently. Okay. New discoveries all the time. That was so close. We got a long enough lead that it wouldn't even matter if we hit it. So there we go. Another first place. We'll be moving on to, I think it's Dingo Canyon. I've always had a hard time with Dingo Canyon. It's been a hit or miss for me. Sometimes I can go through it really well, and other times I get stuck in water and people are just flying in front of me. To get around a tight turn, be Pura. Oh? I'm not accessing a boss garage. I'm on a ledge. There we go. Dingo Canyon. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. We made the boost. It's been too long. We finally successfully made the boost happen. And we'll instantly, yeah. We'll instantly mess it up by hitting a wall. Denying everything that the boost granted us. Then we'll get touched by an armadillo. And earn depression. We'll get there. Come on. No. Not again. Missed him with that. I barely dodged that missile. That missile looked like it was in range. Because that's what happens when missiles almost hit you. They get in range. Drop a potion. Potions are good. I just need to remember where they are so I don't hit them myself. Which I've done a fair amount of times. We're already on the 3rd lap? Wow. That was quick. This is definitely a race that I have recovered from. Through my first kind of awkward section here, but we'll drop that potion, and yeah, I think we have a good enough lead as long as we don't run into an armadillo and fall off a side of the canyon. We'll be okay. I think we got this one in the bag. Let's make sure not to fly off a cliff and cross that finish. There we are. And here we are. To get kissed. Didn't even ask for my consent. Unfortunate. The what? I didn't know Queso had origins here. That's crazy. Loading. Loading is definitely a lot better than Wrath of Cortex. That's for sure. I might play that game too. Unfortunately, that was the Crash platformer I had access to as a kid. Before I knew what it felt like to play as Crash. Well, oh. Oh god. No! I don't want a potion! Stop offering me these beverages. Although, you don't want to drink this. It's not good for you. It causes you to spin rapidly in quick succession before flying off a cliff. Imagine that connected. I could have lied and claimed that that was intentional. Which it totally wouldn't have been. Look at that. Boom. Double rocket. God, I love this game. The music in Crash games are just unmatched. And apparently, me hitting Papu is apparently also unmatched. So I think everything I've shot at him, minus like one missile, is hit. We keep up that trend? Ah, we missed it. I jinxed it. How could I? No. I will ride you. That's not what I meant. That's what I said and what I meant, but anyways. If you get behind me, I will try to remain on... Oh, God. It can't sound good in any way I put it. I'm going to stop trying. Oh no, he's rubber banded. Hit that nitro. No? I think we're good. I think we got it. Yeah, we got there. We have beat Papu. I have not been defeated by a boss yet. Which, I think the only race I've lost was Tiger Temple. Of course, I would lose on the one track that is designated for my character. No. No, I think the problem was that you did eat a big breakfast. You got all bloated. You know? Lumpy? I've never seen a lumpy alien. I think it's a grumpy. Anyways, next time we will be off into the snow area. I think the snow area as a kid was the place I got stuck the most. I think I had a hard time with dragon mines, tiny arena. So, next time we will be jumping into this section and hopefully doing a little bit better than I used to.